We begin with breaking developments in a story we have been watching for weeks: problems at the post office. Tonight, we've learned that mail sorting machines are being taken out of service at the main post office and at O'Hare Airport.
That claim from the president of the Postal Union here. Democrats say, in part, it's part of President Donald Trump's nationwide effort to slow down. Williams is here. Jim, you spoke to the union president.
My members are disheartened. That's the word from the union president about what's happening here in Chicago. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, joining Democrats across the country, calls it an assault on democracy. President Trump says he's simply trying to reform the post office. Here at Chicago's main post office, the president of the local chapter of the union that represents postal drivers and clerks tells us the bosses have taken 4 mail sorting machines offline.
But my members are disheartened by what's going on in the postal service.
Keith Richardson says a 5th sorting machine is being dismantled at O'Hare Airport.
Well, it could slow down operations. I mean, if you have an abundance of mail, with less equipment, it's going to take more time to process the mail that's on hand.
Democrats charge President Trump and his Postmaster General are trying to hamper mail-in voting. The president is a critic of voting by mail, saying without evidence it's fraudulent. Last week, he said mail-in voting would help Democrats. The Postmaster General says he's simply trying to reform the system. As the Democratic National Convention begins, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, in a video conference, decried what she called an assault on democracy during a time when more people want to vote by mail during the pandemic.
Vote by mail is the lane that we need to run in, and that's why we cannot allow this administration to undermine the Postal Service in a way that it's clearly trying to drive the Postal Service to its knees.
The Chicago Board of Elections says it's already seen a big increase in the number of Chicagoans who want to vote by mail. 250,000 applications so far and counting. Board of Elections Chairwoman Maricel Hernandez urges voters to mail in their ballots as soon as they get them.
When you get this vote by mail application, within 24 hours, sit down at the kitchen table, fill it out, put it back in the envelope we sent to you, and put it in the mail. It's postage paid envelope. You don't have to worry about anything.
Get the ballots in early, she says, as Democrats. The president takes heat from Democrats, congressional Democrats, who are heading back to Washington to hold hearings on what's going on at the post office. The president tweeted this today: save the post office. Brad?
So again, that advice, once you get them, send them back right away. So Chicago specific, when is the Chicago Board of Elections planning to send out mail-in ballots? When are we going to get them?
Brad, they should start arriving at homes in September and late September, and this is important. You have to apply. You have to do it online. I talked to a woman today in West Chatham. She says, I haven't received my ballot. I said, did you apply? She said, no, you have to apply.
Okay, duly noted. Jim Williams, thank you.